Hi students, so now we are going to start with the human respiratory system. So human respiratory system is there from your chapter number 17, breathing and exchange of gases. As we all know that the human respiratory system, we will understand the pathway through which that the uptake of air or the air will move through that pathway. So let's start it over here. So the pathway starts from the external nares that are commonly called as the nostrils. Then comes the nasal chamber. After the nasal chamber, there is a pharynx, which is common for both the that your alimentary canal as well as for your wind or the respiratory pathway. Then pharynx, from the pharynx it goes to the larynx, or you can say before that there is an opening of this the tracheal tube, which is called as glottis. Opening of this tracheal tube is glottis, and it is covered by a flap like structure which is called as epiglottis, and epiglottis will be closed during the swallowing of the food, as it is always recommended to remain quiet while you are eating your food. So this epiglottis, it closes the tracheal tube during the swallowing of the food. Then it comes to the larynx. Larynx comes to the trachea. So you can see the larynx is there. Larynx is a cartilaginous voice box. Fine. Through that the vocal cords are present over there, and we are able to make the different sounds due to the different movements in the larynx. After the larynx, we will have the trachea, and we know that trachea is having the cartilaginous tubes. These cartilaginous tubes, they prevent the collapsing of the trachea. Tracheal pipe, when there is no air in the pipe, the tube will not collapse due to the presence of these cartilaginous rings. And this trachea further divide at the fifth thoracic vertebra. It divide into the then primary, secondary and the tertiary bronchi. Fine. So you can see over here. Here you can see here the trachea is dividing into the tube. This is the fifth thoracic vertebra where it is going to divide, and then it is dividing into primary, secondary, tertiary and so on. We call them as the different bronchi, and singular it is bronchus. Finally, that leads to the bronchioles, and before we come to these bronchioles, these all the tubes, primary, secondary and the tertiary bronchi, they are having the incomplete cartilaginous rings. Incomplete cartilaginous rings are present. Again, similar there. It do not allow the collapsing of these pipes. And then finally the bronchioles, that comes to the alveoli. Fine, singular it is alveolus, where the exchange of the gases will occur. Fine. So let's understand the same pathway in your diagram also. So here we are starting with the glottis. Then comes the larynx, trachea, bronchus or the bronchi are there, primary, secondary, tertiary bronchioles are there, and finally the bronchioles, very fine tubes which are further ending into the, that is your alveoli. Fine, these alveoli are their final structure where the exchange of gases will occur. So this is the pathway through which the air will move inside the human respiratory system. Now we will understand about the lungs. Fine. So if we talk about the lungs, then these lungs, they are the branching network of the bronchi, bronchioles and the alveoli that comprises the lungs. So you can see over here this branching network of bronchi, bronchioles and the alveoli, they are making the lungs. This entire structure is called as the lungs. Lungs are having the two membranes, the outer and the inner pleural membrane. These are the two membranes, and in between the pleural membrane there is a fluid which is called as the pleural fluid. The function of this fluid is to act as a shock absorbent to protect the delicate organs from the damage. And as you can see that there are two lungs, and the size of the left lung is slightly smaller as compared to the right lung due to the location or the presence of the heart over there. Fine. So this is all about the about the human lungs. Then these lungs are located in the thoracic chamber. So now we will understand the thoracic chamber. We always says that thoracic chamber is a completely closed chamber, and this completely closed chamber is having the is covered by all sides by the different structures. So these structures are: dorsally it is vertebral column, ventrally it is sternum, and the lateral sides ribs are there, and the lower sides diaphragm, which is dome shaped structure over there. So we can understand these things over here. So here on the lower side we will have this dome shaped diaphragm. Then on the dorsal side, dorsal means on our back side, on our back side we will have the vertebral column. Then the ventral side, that means towards our face, that is our ventral side. So there we will have the sternum, that is a chest bone. And on the lateral sides, both the lateral sides, we are having these ribs over both the sides, and these are the sections, cut ends of the ribs which are surrounding the lugs from the other sides. And all together these structures, they are making a thoracic cavity. The thoracic cavity is very important, as it is it help in it's if there is increase or decrease in the volume of that thoracic cavity, that will ultimately lead to the increase or decrease of the uptake or the release of the air in case of the human. Now one important point is there, that what is the function of this respiratory pathway which we have discussed here. So this respiratory pathway is important, that its function is to control these three important functions. One is there, it clean the air, dirty air which is entering our respiratory system by the mucus and the hair growth in our nostrils. Then it humidifies the air. If the air is dry which is coming to our body, so that will be humidified by our this pathway. And finally bringing the air to the body temperature, as we sometimes we are at a colder region, so there we need to take it to the higher temperature, or sometimes we are in a warmer areas, then we cool down the air and bringing it to our normal body temperature, so that the least tissue of our body should get damaged. So this is all about the human respiratory system.